A wonderful day from here, all the lovers of freedom, all the patriots all over the world, as many that are tired of this suffering and humiliation. I bring good great tidings to you. My next prayer for you today that you are totally well in every of your ways. Everything you lay your hands to do must be blessed. Please, as you are tuning in, the first thing you do now is to share, please. As you are tuning in, the first thing you do now is to share, please. Very, very important to share. So let's keep on sharing massively, because I'm about to unveil one or two things to you. And I want to thank God for the life of all our researchers. I know we have so many researchers in the house, the people do research. And one of the biggest problem or calamity we have today as a black people is that we don't read. We don't read. And I begin to see reason why history we are taken away from our schools. Because there are a lot of things, for example, if you know them, it will be difficult for you to accept it now. One of the most difficult things for people to do as we speak is to carry their phone and search for information. Very, very difficult. It is more easier for the eye of a camel to pass through an eye of a needle than Nigerian people to read. We don't read. That's why we are giving too much latitude to our pranksters to take over social media. And they are really doing menace. In their own way, they are really doing menace. And the information they are passing is not just helpful at all. All what they are doing is just jargons. Their information is not just helpful, alike. So please, you have to share. Please, you have to share. One of our Facebook app from this very phone shut down. I'm trying to go through Google Chrono. The thing's a mess. So please, if you are watching, just don't hesitate to share, please. Very, very important to share, please. Should we just... This one a wahala. How will this thing come to the platform? Now, I think maybe I would have been able to access it through platform. Who want share? Now work, who want share? And we need freedom. Very, very dehydrating. But nevertheless, we will keep on doing the little we can. And it's an error for us not to do anything at all. Instead of this thing to cause me distraction right now, I will still put the phone in my pocket. Instead of this thing to start causing me distraction. The thing is not, I wish any of you share here, and I would have just go to your Facebook profile to see if I can copy it from there. I'll put it on this thing. If any of you have shared here, for example, go to our Facebook, but nevertheless, let's manage it. Let's manage it. Now, we have suffered slavery and colonization. You know, I want to be talking to most of our K-men I mean those ones that are claimed rugged men. You are not just rugged, you are a coward. Do you know why you are a coward? You are supposed to go back to drawing board and go and think. I want to provoke us here so that we put something in our head. There is this Berlin conference of 1884 through 1885, where European leaders, up to the US, Germany was there, Denmark was there, I think Spain was also there. They joined hands together on how African, how they are going to program our lives. Now that very Berlin conference, now make all the suffer so. You know, when I tell us at times that it is not God that created suffering, one or two men join hands together and say, what can we do now? Let's create this suffering for these people. And after that very time, they created border for us. It's as if our father was not alive that time. I just wonder. Then anytime I'm wondering, then something also comes to my mind. The thing will come is a new thing. I will look around like this. Don't you see what is happening in the present day life that you guys that are, you know, who also have brain? Don't you see what you guys are accepting? They were the same thing. The men of those days did it. It not concern me. Our only just to marry many wives, give birth to them. We don't care what those children are going to become. And this very new generation is going to be more worse. And the society they are living down for their children, my dear, even from activism, it's better you are just barren. Say you're not born. Let me introduce the topic to you. Now, let's save the children. Million march against Justin Trudeau, LGBTQ agenda on school children. September 20th. It's going to be crazy in Canada. It's going to be million march. Patriots are going to be storming the streets. Maybe they may use this medium to set Justin Trudeau parking. Let's also see whether Ldren will participate because they're not sent. Now, how are these people able to achieve their goal? There is this bikers the last year here. They also came and also supported them in prayers. You know, because what we do, we support good things. And the time is going to come, we are not going to be segregating ourselves again. This one is from Nigeria, this one is from Gabon. You are going to be called an African person. And that's our true identity. To the one I know, it was these same people. In 1914 here, that was when they named you Nigeria. Have you been able to think in 18 something or 17 something, how was your life? That is to say, the life you are living today have been prearranged for you. What our women are doing for a living today, that they used to building 100 flats, have been prearranged for them. That was why anytime their people see you to, you know, do game with it, they are very happy. Because there is something they always get from you. I'm going to be making this very particular topic a little bit broad. There's this video our brother uploaded today. I think I've downloaded it. I've not uploaded it to my YouTube. I want everybody to listen to it. The people, the member of Church of Satan, you need to see them speak. My dear, if you are not very careful, if you are not mentally strong, you go and join the Church of Satan. You will be a member today. Then you see the reason why. Anytime you are just blowing, you are an artist, they draw you closer to themselves. They give you everything that you want, everything that you need, spiritually and all of other. That's why these people are the ones that hold child trafficking, adrenochrome, human sacrifice, that your palace today they do. I will upload it to our YouTube. This very boy, the very girl and the very boy, the way they were talking, you just know that this one is devil. Your man will tell you this one is devil. And they are very happy. They said this particular part that even in they have their own Bible, that a person strike you this side, give it the other. They said their own. If person strike you once, remove his head. They not come be say, now me they use my mouth till they talk everything. Let me just play one part. I can't reach it right now, but I can see access YouTube. Thank God for that. Now, let me just play a little part of it to you. And I told us 2 years ago that there's a church of Satan that was opened in South Africa. And they care for themselves. And this man that was interviewing them, the boy and the girl, he said, why are they bothered about us? He said, we don't care about ourselves. He said, he will not believe on a man who died just down the cross. He said, they said they fight till the last. And it's true. Now, who gave us the donation? Or who gave us the mind that as he died on the cross, your death is gone? That's how they are killing us today. And the real Bible was the one the Satan carried. They are using it. That's why too rugged here. If you taught me by mistake, you die by correction. If I say me don't even read the book of Nene Babe Satan said maybe now read before they can convert them. You don't do it. He saw my爸, he saw my mom tomorrow. Then tomorrow we'll come play. You call me your manner of name like the way I do it, always do it. Somebody that arrested your father, arrested your mother, call your wife all manner of thing. Tomorrow you are still playing. You are the biggest mumu. You are senseless. There is a part inside I want us. I want to play to us. Why this thing not even tapping now? This thing your words read like this. Let's listen. Please, if you have not shared, please share. I can't even share. You can see that the video is not even moving. Now,
resources, and you've decided to help them. That's disgusting to me. You've never
look at this. He's talking about us here. He said if they decided to help us, he said that one they disgusting to them because my mind, and it's true. It's true. All what this guy said, I didn't argue it. All what this guy said, the thought of Satan people, I didn't argue it. They are the one that owns the real world. The only what they do now that is not good is human sacrifice. After all, go away now. What November you're here? I know I mean I go November you now. November you're here. If we live, come and arrest me abroad.
What is these weaklings are taking away all our energy?
Listen.
And you've decided to help them. That's disgusting to me. You've never been to a refugee camp. Why would I possibly want to go to a refugee camp? Well, you have this masochistic love for weakness.
And what do you think that'll gain you?
Because women have more sensitive nature.
I will show you the two of them that is talking and oh something they pop up they enter this phone.
Firm resolve of this man who's over there.
Look at the girl.
Soft reaction from me because I'm a woman, then you won't.
He's like humanoid.
In an Ethiopian famine camp.
Now, let me forward it to somewhere. I will upload it later. You go and watch from my YouTube.
This point, it is
an important argument.
Let's listen to this clip.
Your main concern in Christianity is to help the weak. Christianity was designed as a religion for slaves, after all. Historically, if there is any truth.
Now, you say Christianity were designed for slaves. And it's true. That's what I'll be telling you here. And it's true. They know about it. That's why today we are very weakling. We are very weakling. And devil is ruling the world. Before devil come they rule the world, you were the son of God. Where you condemn. Where Jesus Christ come there before devil come they rule the world. Because we have a lot of charlatans in Christendom. We have a lot of senseless aliens who carry Bible. A man will graduate chemical engineering. Instead of to go look for work, he go say God call him. Carry fake gospel they go. At the end of the day, acting miracles. Most simply and go forward small. Or let me rewind it a little. Just hold on. Hold on. There are a lot of things we are not get clear. Or to get it clear, you go nowhere. And when I tell you, you need to deliver yourself mentally, the survival of the fittest. Now you know. I'm doing my own part with what I know today, not if it happened to me. Because now when you present what you know to God, say, okay, God, I don't feel do my own, no, then God will come give you rescue. If you doesn't know about all these tricks, and the Bible also tells you, said don't be devised or devices, it said don't be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. Today we choose to be ignorant. Listen. Listen.
You want your main concern in Christianity is to help the weak. Christianity was designed as a religion for slaves, after all. The first historically, if there is any truth to it, the first followers of Christianity were slaves in Judea. Now, is that not true? That is not true. Who were the first followers of Christianity? Jesus Christ were not only common working people, but some of the most eminent intellectuals of the day, such as Saul of Tarsus, who was... Well, Saul of Tarsus is the person who recreated the Christian religion in his own vision.
Look at the guy. You don't say this one not be normal human being.
I'm sorry, that's hardly historically accurate.
Now, at times when we speak, we are always using emotion and sentiment for anything. I'm not going to lead us to anywhere. Now, let's go to this very topic in proper. Now, during the time of our fathers, slavery came. After they done all what they are going to do, because if you check it, it's only I think one of the oldest country that was colonized is Liberia, one of the oldest country, and the only country in the world today that was not colonized is Ethiopia. Ethiopia was never colonized up to today. Was never colonized, and if you check the era of colonialism, it started from the ending of 18 something. Now, mainly 1960 something, that was when come off of Ghana, reach Nigeria, come off of Burkina Faso, you go to Mali. That was how they share within themselves. Now, the Berlin conference that they had, that was when they bring it into effect. That was why Britain had the highest country that was colonized in the world. 80% of this world have been invaded by Britain. Nowhere they never reach. Now the chains that you are seeing today be broken in Africa, or why Africa is not standing up, because they are trying to damage the Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885 that was revisited in 1945 after the Second World War, when NATO were not created. Now, the only country, the only OAU that Africa created was Organization of African Unity. When Kwame Nkrumah said that did neo-colonialism, we need to get rid of it, otherwise we will come off for Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. After that very conference they had in Addis Ababa, Kwame was killed. That's why you see, anytime they see that this person has potentiality, what they do, they can spend any amount of money to buy them over. If you watch all our Egbe Weja today, if our Egbe Weja, the our Egbe Weja in Nigeria have, let plan, work with the government, let go into armed struggle, we forfeit drive Britain by ourselves. Because you know what, if we go drive there, they're not going to shoot gun. You know why? Because the world is watching. That's why if you watch people today that work for politicians, no one is in jail. Asariki Tokunbo up to today, he moved freely in the streets. After using a lot of bad words, a lot of things that even Una the Kanu did not even use. Because he worked for the government. Now, you and I that we are supposed to be brethren, because of our ideology or we are going through a lot in life, we are still the one helping them. Even not because the way me today, some people don't come attack me. And who am I fighting for? Am I fighting so that money may get to me, or I'm fighting for so that doing this exposition so that we have a better society? Now, there are a lot of things we never understand. That's why a discovered enemy is a defeated enemy. The very day we discover our problem, finding a solution to it becomes very, very easier. There is no time we can ever go forward in life without discovering our problem. That's why anytime you go to hospital, what Dr. Fedofo do is to diagnose you, to see how that sickness look like. The pains, how long have they been there? Doing some certain whatever, then he begin to prescribe drugs for you. This is where we are today. Now, I told us here also that 1899 was when Nigerians were sold. I guess by now, all Nigerians would have been reasoning upright. Why is it that it's only African countries that is passing through this mess? And why is it that this revolution that is happening right now is not about military coup here, military coup? No, there is a revolution that is happening because the foundation is shaking. God wants to put things right the way it is. And you cannot expect angels to start falling from heaven to come and do it for you. You are supposed to wake up yourself, strategize if you want to, do your planning. Because this idea they gave to us, at the time we are able to achieve a beautiful house, we are okay. Look at the whites today. They see campaign. Their environment is good already. Any crack on the road, they still put project there. Go and crack it and remove it. Our own, we have not even started any road. Have you ever seen any road in Europe here that they rehabilitated? Because a meeting was held on how their society is going to look like. Now, ever since 1960, how many times are the 36 state governor, or when it was 19 states, how many times they ever one day gather? What we can know is to ring election for the British. Any person you see today supporting APC over what they are doing, know that he's working for the West. He's not working for you. There are a lot of this government, they work for the West. If the West said he will win the election, he will win it. That was why Hope Uzodinma, he never won. Peter Mbaunko, did he won? He did won. If you are able to do their bid and say, okay, now you can send as many Gbola, go China. You can allow mayhem to be in your state. They will allow you. That's what we are seeing. We can't still govern ourselves. We cannot produce the food we can eat. We cannot refine our oil. We don't have water. That's why anytime they call our leader, do this to your people, it will do it. Imagine people like us. We happen to be in the position of power. The first thing we do is to go into armed struggle. All these boys will give them ammunition to make sure the government have must be protected. Then we begin to set up boundaries in all our states against this invader. But you don't know the reason why I throw my support behind President Donald J. Trump. You just think maybe it's all about politics, the way you love Biden. You only love Biden. People today that said they love Biden, know that those people, they are not normal human beings. I have no apology for that. You are not normal human being. At least, first of all, look first. We play politics. We play politics everywhere. We play politics in America, play politics with our lives. Go and look at what Justice Trudeau right now is doing to Canadian children. We are not talking about the one the Catholic did before, where they use the indigenous people of Canada, a sagging, and they use it until they do chupito. Today they are still unleashing on the children. That children have the right now to just wake up one morning, a boy will start turning himself to a girl. Children, not even adults now. They are put it in their school. That's why by September 20th, they're going to be a 1 million man march in Canada. We are shutting down Canada by the grace of God. I pray may God of Amy do also be there that very day. Because what is happening right now, if we fail in Canada, we will also fail in Niger. That's why if we pass in America, if we pass in Germany, they will become a passport for everybody. So what is coming, I'm submitting to you today, is not only about all your life. You completed your house, good, I know. But if the environment is not okay, the society is not okay, you will not enjoy the house. Like Europe here right now, if you like go and buy a house in the village, you can still come out in the night. Because nobody, before any person come, you want to come and attack you, know that it was sent by the government. You are free because of the society. Until we got a societal liberation, you haven't gotten your liberation. Until we get a society where at least the least person that are poor, at least they can afford 2 square meals a day. We have not gotten it right. Every one of us just abroad today, I came out with you to intimidate ourselves. Now, why do we go into cultism, for example? Is it not for us to have strength and speak in one voice? You will see that they now bring different cults to cause division among ourselves. They now bring different cults to Nigeria, and is among the west, the southeast, or let me use this word, the Southern Protectorate. I don't think Fulani or Hausa, they believe in and I don't think Fulani go say Abakraya. How you want it to? I'm not sure. Those ones just get the one with the TD. Those ones want to just give them gun, enter inside, but they don't go be that. That's why you see unity among them. They created cultism in all sectors. Government officials today want to be a part of it. Not that they are part of it to fight against intruder. They are part of it to ring election. Now, if we begin to know that what we are doing is not effective enough, or is not giving us result that is supposed to give us, what we do is to begin to blunt those things out gradually. That is why this is going to be living in our society. As soon as we are able to take back our land, you must renounce, or you die in jail. You must renounce it. Because this what is in my ideology. They get to you out there. They bring it to the West. And these same people, they did not allow you to function here. They don't allow you to function. They will always arrest you. Come and look for my trouble. And let me just make a phone call. Even it will affect your children. It will affect your children. My generation will fight your generation to a standstill. I don't get forgiveness. I get every children that come out from my loins will also have forgiveness. Because we are very simple, we are very gentle, we are very, very caring. I don't read that verse of Bible, person slap you, give, and I will not give you the other side. If you do me, I do you. Then the world become a better place. But if you do it by mistake, no problem. That can be forgiven. Say if you don't do it, you go pray for forgiveness, my dear. I will not give you time to pray for forgiveness. And you will not need that and beg me. I go do you first, then we'll settle at once. Now, also, I won't maybe lie to you about the cultist aspect of it. Also look at Christianity, the way they bastardize Africa with religion. See different kind of churches. Orthodox church, Pentecostal, Jehovah Witness, Church of Adventists. A lot of church. All these ones were created by him. They can't go put on for God here, say, God, oh, now God, this is the method we are going to start using to start serving God. Have you ever one day asked yourself, when we say King James Version, for example, King James Version, King James Version is a British. King James is a British, a normal human being like you. Just the same way at times I got my own version on some kind of song you sing at times. I think the last song I sang the other day, a lot of you may like it, so most of you may not like it, that be hypnotized. Or who is on that religion psychosis. Or who have been demoralized. You may not understand it. That I'm just trying to also create my own version. Now, King James Version is one of the first versions. The Bible was translated 500 years ago. These people translated this very Bible. They left it at home and come to Africa to start buying slaves. They write in there what will suit you. So that when you see it, you say, and I saw God talking. That's why they write it there. And they also picture some certain things that our father were doing. Be that when they came to Africa, when they started coming to Africa, let's say 800 years ago precisely, they met our father with many wives. That was why that book of Exodus 21 verse 10 were written down. That if a man must get married to another wife, he should not remove what he used to do for the first wife. He should so allow everything to be. That it was human being they saw they use in creating this thing. Now they can't add God join them. And today we carry on. We cannot do any of that thing again. Apart from God say, God say, God say. Now God has said his own. Are you even follow it in some area where God say? If you want to even follow God, say there are a lot of things, a lot of hand we does not need to give to people to oppress us. Because we are the image of God. Look at the book of Genesis. 1 verse 26 says, God, let make man our image after our likeness. That is to say, you have been told right from the one vis-a-vis that you were created in the image of God after his likeness. Now, if you are the image of God, Why are you allowing devil to sleep with you and pay you money? Why? That to say we are doing something and we don't know what we are doing. You see mothers today encourage their children to set themselves so that they can send money for them to become deacon. So many mothers today, they are Christians in Nigeria in the detriment of their daughter. But they are Christians. And they doesn't verify whether or not they will give them that money. At the end of the day, devil always visit you all the time to come and take away your blessing, because they've already know that you carry energy and there is some spiritual potentiality in you. That's why today, this is how they feed themselves. You think everything they are doing with you, it's not just maybe that sensation. They have other spiritual things they also get it from you. But you may not know. You always after the money. That was why our father those days were more powerful than we today. Because there was a lot of things they never indulged in. There was so many lives our father never lives. Because they found out that it is forbidden. So if we Africa must get it right, first thing we should do is to checkmate Christianity. We have to checkmate Christianity critically. These are our major problems. These are major problems. And these same people look at all of them passing. They don't even know what is called Christian. If you tell them right now, just go say, shut up your mouth, carry out your hombre. Carry out your hombre. Who died? Nobody died. All these things were just fiction. They just acted it. And it sells most in Africa. It does not sell in Asia. It does not sell in Asia. It's not the sell for Asia. Does Jesus Christ sell in other region? Now Allah they sell for that side. Those ones they can burn you alive in the name of Allah. Why Europe? They cannot kill you because of anything. I can just be shouting here now. Spanish people, they insult Jesus now. Me cago en Dios. They insult Jesus. Spanish people, they insult your Jesus now. They curse her now. They curse it. None of them go jail for it. But go to Middle East and talk to Allah anyhow. Look at the war. Is it not this girl they killed in Nigeria the other time, Deborah also? Say he throw mouths, give the Allah. They burn that girl alive. Up to now, none of these people were brought to book. None of these people were brought to book. All these are brainwashing. Why not let God fight for himself? God is saying we are doing and do. If I hear against the ancestors, let them punish me. Don't come and let me and you have problem, because if I got problem with you, our children will continue from where we stop. I know my children can always defeat your children because like father, like son, okay. They don't know anything. That is it. Why not let the ancestors fight for himself? You call the cause enemy do now, call the mobilize, give. No, I won't mobilize for you. It's just for me to enter the water and pray. You also pray the same day you won't pray. If not they allow more, they use matter, they talk, and by now this fight for don't finish. You only want to bring it on and be looking for you on the street. I'm not seeing you. You are hiding. Why are you hiding? Bring out yourself once and for all. If your generation will not be evacuated from this very earth. No, I'm not called Newton. Because anytime I think about the life that we are living, how this life were purported and give to us, and these people still want us. After I do read, I'm no longer reading to do exam. That's why I can use it for she or my can't. Any item made mistake. If you are not wicked, you know, you should know that you understand quite all right what I'm trying to say. Do you know how old I am? I'm not writing exam again. The reading one I'm reading, because I see that this reading I'm doing or little studies I'm doing is also helping. At least searching out this information is something that is also good. This is what every one of us will indulge in. We are getting weak every day by day. Any narrative that can, nobody bounce it back. We are supporting everything. So if our life must be meaningful again, we have to checkmate this very Christianity. If it were to be good, that God, they read the blessed person the way they take that time for that Bible, or Jesus Christ, they read the fear, it will not get to you. Why we don't have a better society? Where is our human right? Why did they take our natural resources? That was why they gave us Bible, and they are taking away our natural resources. The same people that wrote it there that there is a man. Now, let me quote the Bible for you. Thank God today, by the grace of God, I'm vast in Galilee. Let me praise myself for once. Don't not verse. by the grace of God and vast in Galilee. Go and look for the meaning where somebody said it's vast in Galilee. Now, the book of John chapter 4 verse 24, he says our God is a spirit. Now, why are we now worshiping God like an idol? He said everyone that must worship God by speaking truth. In truth and in spirit. And what if people don't really understand about worshiping God in truth and in spirit? What the truth does, first of all, make you miserable before it make you okay. It be like, the truth is like when you are to drink like small start or bitter leaf. You will see Then before you know, after swallowing it, the mouth process is gone now. After about 5 minutes, you start laughing. Oh, that belly pay don't finish you. Oh, but thank you. You start clawing the person or shaking the person. That's what the truth looks like. As it's coming, it make you squeeze face like this. Let it land and digest. If all make you miserable, before it make you okay. That's why today many people they find it difficult to watch our video because it consists of the truth. I will not come and be telling you here that the injection was good. It was bad. It was by a weapon they bring it to come and fight us. And you don't set blow and begin to fight something by a weapon. You see, truth, civil, disobedient. It is truth, civil, disobedience that you fight by a weapon. That's why I put on the armor of disobedience. I'm the CEO general, the worldwide. You can't do it. You don't. I'll be praying. Bring it on now. Let's just test ourselves un pelín. Vamos a probarlo un poco. Se puede. Oh, pero tú no puedes. Tú no puedes. Tú muy flojo. Tú no puedes. Tú no estás duro. Si estás duro, tienes que, know what I'm talking about. Why am I always putting some certain things here? I want this teaching to be very, very clear. Because the way we take so much things about our lives, it was not the normal way it was supposed to be. There have been misinterpretation. The demoralization of Africa have become something else. That's why any of our past leader who speaks, they kill him. Go and look at Fela today. He for never die. Fela for never die. At times they start remembering you. They also make you to remember them so that it pains you most. We feel everything we are seeing today is normal. Out there, now the West, now the ECOWAS. How many times were we able to interfere in what happened in Ukraine? Now, the one in Sudan, the fight that have caused more than 100 days right now in Sudan, what did they do about it? You can see finish. And at this generation, I useless pass. That's why I put this very blame on the arcade men. You are very useless and stupid. If now your beretta fly since now, if you see me from Madrid tomorrow, you say that boy, I want to go ask him, he fly a beret. But this is a government, they've killed your father, you have had death already, and you are still going to hand over your children to them. Don't you know if we get it right, waiting we do then remain, our children will finish them, and we are going to be finishing this very work. This very fight that I've just started, I'm going to finish it. If I'm leaving this earth, I'm leaving a plain earth free of offense and terrorism. That's what I'm going to be leaving behind for my generation. Whatever it will take, I will do it. That's why when you are sleeping at time, while I'm begging, me, I'm studying. Any small one where it's 50 enter, I'll see carry on. That's why this word you are seeing, I told you right from the one that is poet from somewhere. That's why it has not become our normal day-to-day life that we were born to suffer. We were come to Europe and over labor. Waiting, we know most of us. What we are doing here to make money, we cannot do it at home. Most of you, when your mother were sick, as a male child, you know near her. Now the female, or you understand, but only said the day work with the way. You feel it's a normal thing. Why are they giving us the harder job if we are not still slaves? Why are they doing the good one? Why are they collecting something from our land? Make our land to be toxic. They say they are fighting insecurity. Perhaps they are the one that is causing the insecurity in our states. They are the one that supply gun to Fulani. if they are really good people. And right now, they make our land to be toxic and we are coming abroad. And for our sisters who are there inside, most of them, they don't care. After all, they can labor and send their mother 50 euros. That's just the end. Do you know when life starts telling on you? 60, 65, and at that time you're supposed to enjoy life. You might have drained all your strengths for nothing. We have not known the meaning of life. You know why you know? You get where you go reach, man, or even what you came here to come and do. There are people today, 70, 75. Your blood are not they resist this thing again, it's weak. Not to talk of this over labor that will put ourselves abroad. That's why I will not fail to also appreciate people who do support us at times. Say at least we have a day phone, we have a wave, nana, the way Yahweh. Nothing in this world that is going to give you liberation that is not cost much. Do you know how much these people pay to take this world to themselves? And we cannot go through such a stress. What they have paid or what they have labored to make sure they own the world today, you can't do it. We can't do it for ourselves. We want to go the cheaper one. Just go to him, pray, and that's all. Who is Illuminati? They own the money in the world. Your Jesus, what he gets? Do you know the people they call Christian today? They call you Christian because of you are less value. They call you Christian because they know that they can come and kill all your children. You can't speak. If you are rugged, nobody call you Christian. Do you know there are some actions I take right now? Nobody will agree I'm a Christian. There are actions you will see me take. You will never agree that I'm a Christian. You can't. Because what Christian is made for, they are the fools. Christian are people you tie chain in their neck. They are very obedient. That's why anytime they kill in Nigeria, they are killing Christian. Even when that person doesn't even go to church. Even when that person doesn't even go to church. You can't try to Arabs. Do you know how many? There is a pastor that working now, one pastor Osato something. I think the matter were brought to me by one guy in Germany through his son. At the end of the day, do you know his son were afraid when I started doing eating hard? I saw the language the son used. He mean I don't cook below them. Now leave him. Up to today, they don't see their papa bury. Is that one not cowardice? You saw the person not coward? They were even when they see the person speaking for them. Then you kill my papa. I must enter social media. You bring my papa comment. Now look how your church therefore kidnap them up to today. They don't see the man dead body. The family now we are not afraid because the matter we are not getting tougher. I did a video about it. One Moribandejo in UK that also won Suleiman in court case that time. That was that last year. He also do through my video. The woman also did another video. The boy, I think he's in UK Janjaweed today. He couldn't look for his father. What killed his father? They've hands up already. So that's the average black man. That's our mindset. We were never born to protect ourselves. We are just like chicken. One will see one picking, will say, oh, complete. So do you know what it takes for these people today? Belly conference, we are not there. But these are people that belong to kingdom. I don't know who their kingdom conquer. Belly conference, you are not there. Today, all of you are suffering abroad. I cannot, if for example, I'm from that kingdom, I will find a way we start living as if we are really from kingdom. All of them, they are suffering abroad, fully vaccinated. Microdiasis in your system. You have microdiasis in your system. How can you allow somebody to place nanotech on your head? Or the name of you want to walk? Who gave you that idea? I think I listened to a preacher. That man said exactly what my late father said. He said we eat so that we might live. We don't live to eat. What we are programmed into us, everything is about food. If you watch all blacks today walking abroad, it's all about food. 99% is food. Nothing else. They can do anything to make sure there's food in the house. That's why they can never say no when there are restrictions. I think the world is ending gradually. The world is ending due to we are losing our loved ones every day by day. Everybody around us, all of them, they are complaining of one sickness or the other. Young boys right now have arthritis. Young boys, a man no want arthritis. 30-something years old boy going to 40, we have arthritis. Yet, they don't want to find out what's causing the arthritis. This kind of program, nobody want to do it. I guess somebody can also create content with this very woman. That's why social media today, it pay more people in Nigeria than any other thing. Social media right now, you can blow, you can just create content. Talk anyhow. Why will you be paid in talking anyhow? If they are supposed to pay for anything under normal condition, let them come and scrutinize this very video I'm doing and see historically or the way I presented it, whether it's not good for we black race for us to wake up. Only race that God recognized was human race. They were also the one that changed it. They overthrew us. We are the original. We are the God. We were the one that was with God. That one they wrote. That book of Genesis. The Bible were fully adulterated. I can say 80% adulterated. I pick it on certain word. The big word being that this is the same word they use. Indoctrinating you. To also decolonize your mind from where they have placed your mind. I have to also use the Bible. That's why I always use it. And some of this word is the word of our forefathers. The religious psychosis. Today we have come from church today. I still see people talk about Jesus. After following this page for long, your ancestors will not forgive you. Your ancestors will not forgive you. Any person that talk about Jesus now you commit, you are like a murderer. Go and look at, go and read. You should go and study. And let's stop fooling ourselves in a foreign land. Let's stop fooling ourselves. I know there is also a sense why at times you pick in some certain things according, correct one or two impressions. But that's the life people want to live. Up to today, people are still conversing people going to church. They were the thing the Roman Catholic created to suit whatever thing they are doing. If not because of most of us today, who now came to Europe by the grace of God, people feel they are insulting them. The moralization they gave to you that there is a man, there is a circle, there is a God. That was how the Bible they put fear into everything. What a fellow for do, they infuse fear into you. That's what they do. There's nothing more. That's one of their weapons. They infuse fear into you and they make you feel guilty. That's why Malachi 3 verse 10, bring your tithe and your offering. If it doesn't pay your tithe, things will be tight for you. They make you afraid. Now, why so many pastors today now you know re-preaching what they preached before? E.g. Creflo Dollar of Georgia in America. Everything he said about tithe, he denies all. Look at this man, this English guy. What did they call this man? If you want to resemble Pastor Chris Small, this English guy. He's also talked about preaching about prosperity. That is a sin. Most people, they are repenting. But today, you see guys, we are so dumb. We still clap for the fake prophet we have in Nigeria. How many prophets is in Germany? How many prophets is in Sweden? That is a Swedish man. Denmark who call the Danish. How many prophets did they have? Now, we as in abroad, we are supposed to go back to our drawing board. Let all hands be on deck. Correct all these things. First of all, stop your mother from going to that fake church. Let your mother or your father go and embrace their ancestors. Jesus' name in Nerun. You would have been better than this. Our life would have been okay now. They say if one person, that's what we are today. If you see the way I come out on media, I know they suffer. I'm not always using what is wrong with me to do whatever. It is what I'm seeing in you that make me believe that there's no Jesus. Because I found out that the more you shout Jesus, the more your life is rehabilitated. It was this same Jesus you were shouted. That's why your forefather couldn't speak to your ear again and say, oh, even Lenolo. A guy called me from Italy. He said, Papa, they go farm. Now, cola not 4. He said, I cola not 4. I don't know what Papa can do. It's whether not here or what we may lose. They have a way already here. That's what the guy told me from Italy. He said, Papa, they go farm. Cola 4. And the cola 4, that's why Papa call him. Oh, you mean, oh, they're not ready. Even our traditional rulers didn't see what is coming. And this is what they are supposed to see. Nanawe ereremwe. Did they see it? Then what happens? Your Jesus Christ didn't show you. He didn't show it to you. Why? What do you mean we are not good enough for you? We are fornicating? There are also people that go to this church today. Today, they've learned what they did not learn before. That's why we have 6 million things to unlearn in this new life that is coming. That's why right now, a lot of us are not even seeing it that anything is even happening in Africa. We are seeing this Niger revolution as a child's play. My dear, Berlin conference is what they are killing. 1884 to 1885. That was later revisited again in 1945. That's what you are saying. After that, all of them, they shared Africa. All of them just run Britain and France. Anywhere they could out. They could got many to colonize. Now only one, Guinea. Now Spain see colonize. I think Belgium also colonized now. Napoleon, he not even to run like that. But that one was a slave master. He a slave Pupakon. The West, they colonize us. And we are here today happy. And they're giving me PO. I'm a Danish citizen now. A Danish citizen now. But they see that relegation. They want you to split energy to them. You don't know what you want. The very day you know what you want, there are a lot of things you don't do again. Ever since I know what I want, my dear. As I day here, so it be like saying I may get the whole place. As I your day here, so it be like saying I may get the whole place. Very stubborn and it was hard. I be hard man. Not be to fight a black hole. I be hard man when it comes to defending the right of the people and defending the human constitution. That's why right now they want to eradicate human race. Because right from time they jealousy. They want every beautiful thing that God created, they want to remove it. They want to remove it. Now we make way. That is what they want to do. They want to create their own humans. That's why the agenda is transhumanism. That's the agenda. Maybe most of you don't know. You thought it's a joke. They want to remove God. That's what they want to do. Because anytime they see you, they are afraid. That's why what they could do is to subject all our African leaders. The next thing they'll give them money borrow. Instead of giving Africa money to borrow, why not tell them make use of your natural resources? There's one man in France. Let me tell you what that man said many years ago. I'm going to read it for you from here. Let me read it to you from here. What that man said many years ago. Look at it. Oh, well, it is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Henry Ford is this man. That's what Henry Ford said. International monetary, IMF and World Bank, now they make Africa become like this. Do you know what Museveni said one day? Because when they were in Russia-Africa summit, because right now they no longer pack in mass again. 54 head of states. They'll go China, they want to go Mississippi for something trade. All of them will wear suits stand. 54 of them. Now another time they'll still go US, Washington DC. They want to go and meet the president of America. 54 head of state, they want to go meet one person. Before you know, they'll still go Japan submit. They said no. If we are going anywhere, you, the people that can speak, who have the cojones to speak, Tinubu will never be sending anywhere. Hey, Tinubu were the one that was supposed to be spearheading all these whatever things happening. But is he doing anyone today? Is he not the one they are going to use right now to go and hit NATO? I told you it's a child's play. When I get down one, a Tinubu now down is gone. Every down. I think I've heard now that the Senate, how is the Senate sign such a thing? Are they playing? He just collect our darling and our being a party. He can't sign such a thing. And then they call and the voice we call Tinubu say, "Well, try with your weapon." Now I had part the one way all those Western at the talk. My answer. But the thing is just for you to wake up your consciousness, know about what is happening, and know how to position yourself. Your consciousness have a role to play. At least you have to be aware of the adverse effect of the Europe we have today, or what they have given it to us, and what they also, collected from us. Very, very imperative. So if we must get it right as a people, there are a lot of things we need to start blunting out gradually. We need to start blunting them out. That's what Africa used to see before, no longer Africa. For Africa yesterday, no longer Africa of today. What the Musavani said, he said cocoa. Ghana, they produce cocoa. Most African countries, they produce cocoa. He said, after the sales of this cocoa, he said, they'll come share the part where then they collect, where not even get leaf of cocoa like this. Jamie not get leaf of cocoa like this. Leaf of cocoa like this, they not get. He said, the part where Jamie they collect, it big past the one where the all Africa countries, where they produce cocoa, they collect. And right now, they have put a deed to it. They don't want to be importing raw materials again. They want to start importing finished materials. If you want to buy, what do they call it, chocolate or coffee, now we go to do one now. That will also be source of employment for Africans. And these are the companies we work here. Imagine they go carry cocoa come on for Ghana, carry go Switzerland. You know how much you want to buy for them? The cocoa that they bought in one bag, let's say $50, they'll go and make about 20, let's say $5,000 from inside. Right now, none of our raw material will live here again. If at all, come and build the company here, or people be working here, you pay your tax here. We have oil, but our oil is being refined abroad. How the country want it better? Now, please, you can share this video or cut any part you feel that your friend can best watch, because nobody want to hear about injection. They are running. They don't want to hear. It's better you hear it too. Because that's a part of our preaching. So, they've already made a declaration now. No, we can no longer import to you guys again raw materials. This was the same thing Donald Trump did in America. That was during Donald Trump. America were having the best economy for the past 50 years. The best economy. They were now oil independent. The best economy so far. Donald Trump was the one that brought it. Why? Because most of their manufacturing companies, you remove it from China and carry it to America. Why? The one that also was relocating based on the labor, you also did that. So there are a lot of things that bring economic development. Like what we are saying, what are they doing? They can't share money. It's not about sharing money. Why is pounds today the highest currency in the world? Because it is backed by gold. UK does not have where they make gold in the whole UK. But their gold reserve is the highest in the world. There's no time for me to search my this. I would have shown you their gold reserve. It worth trillions of naira. But those things now belongs to us. It has been packed and kept for some way. Let me also give this one as an expo. A lot of things we are taking away from vertical for you. You can't understand. Where they keep human being wet before. Everything had been looted. Kept it somewhere. I know you will not believe this, though. That's why I'm always telling you, wake up on time. The flight to transition to global greatness, they are already boarding. Amy Do is a co-piloter. Don't say I didn't tell you. Remove hate too. If you are hating me, you are killing yourself the more. I don't even need you as a friend. But I have not done you anything. My own is to preach the gospel of salvation and redemption. I hit you hard here. Who God love is chastised. What is chaste in discipline. If every one of us wake up, as many as in social media, at least if now only one thing you still talk, put time join your talk. So that people will want to see watch that video. They'll see get that thing. Say, just the same way I tell you about Berlin conference right now. That's where it is. America themselves, they suffer. Do you think America is free? The part that is also free in the America, because Democrats, they are demons. Just the same way PC like APC, so they want to remain Nigeria. Also Democrats is. And they see JJC. As we just see the Nigeria now, we don't get time everything better. There are Americans like that. They are very good. Now those one, now Donald Trump can see. They are suffering. Their 1776 Constitution, their father labored for. George Washington labored for. They are no longer governing today according to that. All their rights have been taken away from them. Censorship everywhere. Do you think there's freedom of speech in America like that? Do you think there's freedom of speech in America like that? If you are into politics, they so weaponize politics that they now use the justice system against their opponents. That's what they do today. So not be only one place a day. We all need freedom. If you are watching any of Donald Trump rally, if you are not be following him, follow that man. Not that you need your votes. Just for you to know about what's happening in the world. The world is poor, but that they are not going to show. Do you know America taxpayer money say they go war? Spain, you know they pay for medical. America, they pay for medical. Spain, you know, even though you be vampire, they put blood from your hair. If they pass here, they come on. Spain go give. I think I want to buy with Spain be the best medical whatever in the whole world. As I be now, may God not let this something happen. I will not pay a dime. I will not pay a dime. A dime I not they pay. Look at the hospital card here. I will not pay a dime, and I don't even know my daughter. I don't even know my daughter. And thank God I did not even know him. I think the last time we also met was when I traveled to Nigeria in 2017. And I also met himself. The thing was of no use. But in America, it costs much. As you are working, your boss is paying your tax. Now so you know rich inside. Say one money won't come out from your pocket. Now story. Now story. Maybe if you are not living in hospital at the end of the day, drugs will be 20 euro before. Because of the hospital card you get, the fee can reduce and you can be 3 euro. There are some drugs safe. They'll still give you for free. System. And they also have a king too. I get the government and the king, they always had meeting together. Look, but yet they still complain also. They still complain. Our own, the kingdom have nothing doing rather than to humiliate the people. But later they assume, may God not let me have such a father who will kill you. Because one thing a lot of people did not know is this, or does not know is this. If something happens to a human being like you, you refuse to react to it, one day it will also consume you. Human race is what I'm protecting. I'm not interested to join any entity to do bad. I'm not interested. I am not interested. And one thing I'm thanking God for today, as many of those entities that put human being into slavery, human enslavement, it must have to stop. It's this generation is going to stop. And it will stop. It will stop. I still see people today support slavery. They support slavery. slavery came, we said, but for our hand. They exiled our fathers abroad, this and that. But today, now, they don't exile you, now you can use your hand take on. And for you to even speak now in this very era, we don't want to speak. And right now, after the flinch of slavery, they started colonizing us again. And they gave us fake colony. As we were signing the paper, my language now they speak. Yes, sir. Whatever thing I tell you to do, that's what you are going to do. Yes, sir. The time will come, you will unleash mayhem on your people so that they start living home. You want to tell me Pala did not know that their children, they are doing whatever in Bamako? How many moves have they make? So okay, now they insult Obaseki up and down now. Hey, the Palace sent message for Obaseki through a secretary that went to go and destroy house the other day. Because I'm here, they don't turn it. They know they talk house with secretary destroy because he has immunity. But what period? Now it's okay. Our secretary to the Palace, so he wrote a letter to Obaseki that we are making a move of trying to bring back our children that is in Libya. And right now, we have already laid course. We heard that our children are dying in Libya. My mom on Wulo, you see. So Obaseki not going to give them private jet. They won't do that. To be frank and sincere, tell me what that your palace stand for. Can you categorically come out and let's go for debate? If you not be arrested in that debate, and let me tell you your atrocity. Who put us into merchandise? Come and buy. This. How much does it worth? A day gone. This. Umbrella. Salobo and Noah. The God of Africa go ask him. Africa today is on his knee. Because his children betrayed him. Before foreigner will come to your land, if you first of all look for insider to work with, if we are not having bad insiders, all this would have not been happening. Some people they shook themselves today. That's why, thank God, it's like I knew right from time. That's why I try my possible best to make sure that anything that will cost me jail, I never involve in it. If I were to be a confirmer today, people for don't shoot me. Okay, what level like me? Doka. Thank God my ruggedity, I can keep it. And God knows the reason why He kept me to this time. I came to a place where you can speak. Even I know there are people that are afraid abroad. The reason why I'm not afraid is this. At least I'm confident of myself. I move anytime I want to move. If I thought say they say you they look for me now and say you did this and you they look for me. I also see you can feed don't fear now. Could work if work or what we salwa. And so he reach. Because we are not too immune to suffering. That is, we don't like suffering. We not just that better thing we not just like, and once we are be programmed to some extent we achieve something. When we are able to achieve that thing, we just conclude. We just I don't finish this thing though. The next thing will they misbehave. Look at I think I saw a video how a girl was almost being manhandled in France or something, you know. But I just thank God for their lives and I'm so rich. I'm not going to be talking about that because this small children matter. You know, we're going to do man. But it is very dehydrating that as a people we don't see no our problem. We don't see no our problem. We don't know how to add value to ourselves. We don't get to know what is coming. Look at Edo today. It's as if nothing is happening. Don't look at your Nigeria. Thank God now, some persons are already waking up in social media, still trying to deal with little we can. So history will remove. Our which history is still there. We are still be taught all these things. Most of us, we are never taught the history. Even slavery said, they tell us slavery, even the master that we are teaching it. If we are not teaching it as if he hates it. You know, there are ways people teach you something. It's like it's a good thing. It have happened, it's a way of life. Even when some fathers were telling the stories of Okisos to their children. They never say with passion that, my son, look at where you belong. That's why most of us today, we couldn't get it right. That's why we are still lost in emotion. I became hungry myself. Nobody tell me any story. I was hungry myself when God visited me in the night. That was when I got up, said, this thing, we must have to correct this very narrative. But most of our fathers today, they are still very happy. Giving you a title, giving you throne that you never accepted, you have to accept it by force. All institutions today are demonic. No one is godly. If for their personal selfish interest, if you are not ready to serve their interest, you find yourself in the cardiac of trouble, or you find yourself in the state of Ajagaduism, or you find yourself which I call a state of Holland Balu. You have to do their will. So the will of humanity is what we are doing. So human race, now me know. But today you see your manner of race, black race, white race, and all of that. They created different kind of things to cause division among ourselves. And right now we are divided. We are very happy. Volcano and Eye, they can never play. You can never see this one. Okay, we are in protest together. Look at every protest that has happened in this abroad. All calamity that have happened. How many times have you ever seen men? They did a video and say, okay, like that front protest that day now, at least more just go do and like say we see support. At least there must be law and order. Not make police the key. You will never see any of our people. But you see them in Toulouse. They kidnap a girl. You see them in Toulouse. Now to go and play job merriment for one day and defending the constitution, a right, so that this thing may not so happen to your children. Which one is more better? Is it to go and play and watch a small boy? The music not the YouTube. I don't understand you now. The music not the YouTube. Okay, why me why have a serenade? They are not bad about what you are doing. At least there are times that are not really convenient enough for us to do some certain things. At least everything by now, we should focus on how we are going to do this world. Only where we, if not because of this man in America on a spoiler, up to today, I see bliss in my heart. What we are more warrior. If not do what say why so why am warrior, met here Bonnie and Vena, because we are getting one warrior. That man today, his life would have been better than this West here. If I turn on every great man enter Nigeria. Eh? Person way go enter Italy like this. Eh? Italian secret police. He has run the things now. Honor the work beg but on war. Akpavio. I don't know what they do all of them for real. Blacks, guys, we not just get the one way we did. These people, something they happen to them, we not go talk. Everything just they good for una eye. A musician wa mure might pay on your by problem, you know what? Even not de no what? Even not de no what? Ah shit. Una ti say na joke, sha. Even not de no what? Where did they come from? Where they come from are big, eh? Where they come from are very, very large and big. Where they come from are big, go. Not be you say so the word, and I shook something put. Hello? May I call you about 2 minutes? I want to round off a live video. So. Huh? Okay. My that's a weapon. At least at times we should be concerned, particularly when it has to do with the environment we are living, trying to save the future. You know, this life not only made for only us alone. There are still generations that are still going to come. Let's not just leave it and spoil it. That's why we defend on certain laws, we defend on certain constitution, we kick against on certain things, so that thing will not dominate. Or it will no longer become somehow a way of life, that this is how this thing was supposed to be, this is how it's not what's supposed to be. Eh? The reason why people protest, you try to tell the government, in their view, that this thing we don't want to see it again. But our own, we don't protest in Nigeria, we don't protest abroad. But when it comes to irrelevant things, things that we not, you know, have nothing to do with our life, we are very, very interested. Go and look at social media now. Social media right now is jam-packed from one problem to the other. And we as a people, we don't know our core value. We are not telling ourselves the truth. We are not reading it. We are not making any history. We are not reading any miseries. We are just like that. How will a race survive without we doesn't correct the past, so that this very present one will also seem good to us? We are seeing everything to just be the same. Everything just the same, everything. Please let me believe in you guys here. Let me see how I can be able to share this video later. So God Almighty bless you all. Today is Sunday, 6th August 2023. Today is Sunday, 6th August 2023. So please, anytime you lay your hand on this very broadcast, just make sure you share. God bless you all richly. My name remains Comrade Newton Igbenegun Duhweme, the Archbishop of Activism, the hero for democracy, and ambassador for good governance. So do have a nice day, viewers, and God bless you. Ciao.